comprehend the laws relating to contract and its application. Remember, what is negotiable means which can be transferable from one person to another person. Whatever the agreement happens between me and you in the legal way with the legal aspect, that we call it as contract. List at least 5 items which can be categorized as hazardous substance according to you. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Adarsh sir, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Now we are discussing the topic called Business Law. Your 6th semester, the topic Business Law. The Business Law also we call it as Commercial Law. We have two types of law majorly. One will be your company law and one more your business law. Company law, you will learn all about the meetings, your memorandum of association, articles of association, each and everything you will learn in company law. Once you come to business law, it is all about your contract and your sale of goods act. All these kind of individual acts you are going to learn in business law. So what are the course outcome? So if you study the business law, these are the course outcome you are going to learn as well as you are going to understand. Now, on successful completion of the course, the student will demonstrate. These are the topic. Comprehend the laws relating to contract and its application. Next, the rules for sale of goods act and its rights. The importance of negotiable instrument. We'll go in detail about negotiable instrument just for the sake of understanding purpose. Remember, negotiable instrument, your check, promissory note, bills of exchange. These three are the major negotiable instrument. Remember, what is negotiable means which can be transferable from one person to another person. Remember, what is negotiable instrument? Check. Everybody have seen what is check? Your checkbook. The check you can write, sign and transfer from one person to another person. That is called as instrument. When you transfer from one person to another person, that we call it as negotiable instrument. We'll go in depth while doing that particular topic. Next. Understand the significance of Consumer Protection Act. It is also one of the part of your commercial law. And the last one, the need of environmental protection. So, we are going to learn contract, sale of goods act, negotiable, consumer protection, and the last as well as important topic is called as Environmental Protection Act. These are the 5 concepts you are going to understand. First one, the module 1 or we can call it as unit number 1. The first one, it is all about Contract Act. I'll not go in depth because while doing that particular topic, I'll explain you each and every concept. That is more than sufficient to understand what is Contract Act. I'll go with a simple example. Assume that there is a contract between me and you. I don't use a word called contract. Assume there is a conversation between me and you. I agreed that I'll complete this syllabus in 2 months. There is an agreement, a conversation between me and you. I agreed that I'll complete this topic in 2 months. Assume that we are in the month of January. Jan-Feb, I'll complete your syllabus. Your examination in the month of March. Just I'm giving you an example. Clear? Jan-Feb, 60 days. I'll complete your syllabus. Your exams in the month of March. This agreement, we have to do it in legal way. If you do it in legal way, then you have to come under Contract Act 1872. If I am not able to fulfill whatever I agreed, whatever we spoke, then you can file a case on me under Contract Act 1872. 1972. Whatever the remuneration you have agreed, whatever the promise I have given, if I complete the same thing after your examination, is it useful for you? Answer is no. All these things will be considered. Whatever the agreement happens between me and you in the legal way, with the legal aspect, that we call it as contract. Hope you are clear. For the legal cause, legal aspect, in a legal procedure, whatever you do, that comes under contract. Now, we will understand what are the essentials of contract, of valid contract. This is a compulsory question for 15 marks in your examination. As of since last 10 to 15 years, if you go with that 15 years old question paper, if the topic called contract, there is a compulsory question called essentials of valid contract. Without this, your question paper you cannot find. Then, offer and acceptance. Whatever conversation we did, I offer you something. If you accept, that is called acceptance. We'll go in detail. What do you mean by offer? What are the types of offer? How you are supposed to accept? All the acceptance will be considered for contract or not. What are the circumstances we have in that? Everything we will learn in detail. Consideration, contractual capacity. What are the capacity to build a contract? You are in the age of 12 years or 5 years old. Can you do contract with me? No, it is impossible. The major rule is you must be 18 years. Hope you are clear. There are another 2 to 3 things are there for capacity of contract. Then, classification of contract, discharge of contract. Discharge are nothing but termination of contract. If you are not able to complete, you can discharge. If you have completed your work, automatically it will get discharged. All these things you will learn in this. Breach of contract. Breach, it is nothing but cheating. I collected 10,000 from you. I promise that I'll give you exactly 10th of next month. If I have not paid on 10th of that month, that is nothing but breach of contract, cheating or not keeping on your words. And remedies to breach of contract. For example, 10th of next month, I have not paid. What are the remedies? You can give me one more date, give me on 15th, give me on 20th with some interest, with some penalty. These are the remedies for that particular cause, a particular problem. This is all about your contract, your unit number 1. Unit number 2, Sale of Goods Act. One of the most interesting topic in commercial law. I always call this topic as interesting topic. Very small topic. Maximum in 20 minutes, you can learn this topic. Easiest one and interesting one. Now, introduction, definition of contract, essentials of contract, conditions, warranties, transfer of ownership, all the goods including by non-owners and owners, all these things, rights of an unpaid seller against goods. Compulsory question for 10 marks. Your unpaid seller is a compulsory for 10 marks. Topic 3 or unit 3. Already I gave you introduction about negotiable instrument. Which are those 3? Yes. Check, promissory note, bills of exchange. What is bills of exchange? What is promissory note? I'll explain you while doing that particular topic. You know better than me about check. Yes, that is the same thing. Whatever you are using on day-to-day transaction, the same check only we are going to discuss. In that we will learn the crossing of check. I'll make you understand what is the types of crossing. If you cross like this with the bank name, without bank name, all these things will explain you while doing that particular topic. So Consumer Protection Act. Usually in the syllabus, they were not adding consumer protection and environment, but this time they have added Consumer Protection Act as well as your Environmental Act. Consumer Protection Act, if you are a commerce student, already you have learned this in your business studies. Yes, in the business studies, you had one topic called Consumer Protection Act. The same thing you are going to study now. In this, the what is consumer dispute, defect, deficiency, unfair trade and practices, rights of consumer under the Act, consumer redressal agencies like Forum, State Commission and National Commission. All these you are going to learn. As I said, Sale of Goods Act is a smallest topic. If you compare to Sale of Goods Act, it is more smaller than your Sale of Goods Act and easiest topic. Last one, your Environmental Protection Act. Now, in this, you will understand the objectives, definition, importance, and environment, pollutant, environment, pollution, hazardous substance. Usually we get the polluted water or polluted smoke from where? Factory, industries. For that, we have an act called Environmental Protection Act. So, next, types of pollution, powers of central government to protect environment. Clear? Now, so these are the 5 modules you are going to study in this particular topic, as well as easiest one if you are planning to score centum 100 out of 100. This is a topic you can plan. So what are the skill development? As I told you, your examination for how many marks? 100. 60 marks will be your paper and 40 marks will go for other activity. Your internal assessment will be there, internal assignment, your attendance, your record book, all these things which includes your 40 marks. Now, the case of Carlyle versus carbolic smoke ball. It is all about your industrial thing. I'll explain you about this. Later you can write it in record book and you have to have the knowledge of this particular cases. So case number 2. Narrate any one case law relating to minor. Usually you cannot make any contract with minor. Minor means what? The age below 18 years we call it as minor. Minor can be benefited, but he cannot build any contract. List at least 5 items which can be categorized as hazardous substance according to you. Environmental Protection Act. According to Environmental Protection Act. List out any 6 cyber crimes. This you know better so that you can write on your own. So these are the marks pattern. So you are in the final year already, you know that how the pattern will work actually. Your internal question 1, internal 2, internal 3. Out of 3 usually we go with best of 2 or average of 2. So depends on the time circumstances, depends on the internals you have attended. We will discuss about whether we'll go with best or whether we will go with average. Usually we go with the average. Out of 3, you are supposed to attend 2 internals. So these are your examination pattern. As you know that there is a 2 mark 5 questions will be there, 10 mark 2 questions will be there, 15 mark 2. So the overall question paper pattern will be for 60 marks. These are the minimum marks for passing. As you know that 21 is compulsory to get clear in this particular subject. 21 out of 60 and 40 out of 100. 21 is compulsory. Remaining 19 marks if you get from internals, you are clear with this particular topic. Even though you are 40 out of 40 in your internal assessment marks, if you score 20 in this, still you are fail. Remember, out of 60, it must be 21 and above. So these are the books for reference. Usually whatever the Vidhyaashram is providing, that is more than sufficient to score 60 out of 60. If you want to have more knowledge, if you want to go for in-depth, then you can refer. These are the books I can recommend you to refer. This is not only by me, it is recommended by the Mysuru University. So this is all about your today's topic. We have done with your day 0. I'll go back to all your previous slide. If you want to take any screenshot or if you want to note down any syllabus 1, you can please write down. So we are done with your day 0. So we'll start with day 1. That is nothing but your syllabus 1. And we'll go with chapter wise individually. While completing individual chapter or individual unit, I'll explain you what are the important topics or important questions for going to come in for your examination. Thank you.